Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string.
Make sure to download the WGJS Radio app from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jay Swift with Tech Talk with Swift. I know it's been a while. You haven't seen me on, but I'm back for a new episode of Tech Talk with Swift 2022. And today we have a special guest. We always have special guests, but this guest is real special. All the way from South Africa, I believe. DJ Zandimaz. Hopefully I pronounced it right. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Such a pleasure. Oh yeah, DJ Zandimaz, based in South Africa, but all the way from Zimbabwe.
Oh, Zimbabwe. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome to Tech Talk with Swift.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So tell me a little bit, tell me what you do and how you got started.
Okay, so I'm a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lawyer as well by profession. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a producer. I'm actually a whole lot of things. Anything that makes sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
I jump into it. So with the DJing, I will talk about the music more because that's my first love.
Okay.
I started in 2010 where I would be just doing DJing as a hobby whilst I was studying my law degree. And it progressed to me starting production. And production started in 2020 during lockdown.
Oh,
At that time, I feel like, sometimes I feel like God will put people in a certain position in their life for you to actually redirect your life. And for me, it worked because that's when I actually thought to myself, what else can I do besides just being a club DJ? And I tried out my first single, which did very well, which actually got your attention, as you said.
Yeah.
Amapiano, featuring Nowazi, and that's the first love, my first baby ever in terms of music.
Okay.
So basically, now what I'm doing is, besides just the production and the DJing, I'm also a record label owner. I've got 2 artists signed under me that are dope artists as well, hoping to help them get their music and showcase their talent out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff you're doing in a short
I
period
know,
of time.
right?
It's a lot.
It's not even half of it.
Yeah, and the level that you're doing it, like I see the music videos, the music quality, like that's not something easy to do, to learn it and to produce something on that level. It's I tip my hat if I had hat on, to you because it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah, no, it's actually hectic. I'm just generally a person that you would call probably a perfectionist because everything that I do, I will have to, even if I have to do it 100 times, till I get it right, till I feel like, there isn't much to fault on it. So it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not talking about also just the time you spend and the
Correct.
energy. Also financially, it gets to that point where it's a bit strenuous. But at the same time with me, I tell myself, this is a lifetime thing. This is a video that people will probably watch forever. So we need to at least try to get it to that level.
Exactly. So tell me about the genres of music that you play.
So originally, let me just say I'm generally a house DJ.
Okay.
But I used to love more of your Afro tech sound. And then I would branch into Afro house as well. Amapiano. The story behind Amapiano is I used to hate Amapiano with everything I had.
Yeah.
People would be like, but Santi, evolve with everyone. I'm like, there's no way I'm playing that genre. There's no way. I am sticking to what I know. But eventually it grew on me. I started understanding Amapiano. I started understanding what everyone was just so crazy about.
Mm.
And I won't lie, Amapiano are so addictive. Once you get into that trap, you are stuck there. Who
Yeah.
would have thought I'll be producing Amapiano tracks? And yeah, well, so for now, I would say I am mainly an Amapiano DJ, but I play also Afro House, I play Afro beats
Hmm.
and Afro tech as well.
Well, Afro beats is real big in New York because it's similar to dancehall. It has like a dancehall vibe.
Dancehall, exactly. And when behind actually when we were having a chat before earlier, when you mentioned Afrobeats, I was like, that's my favorite. That's
Mm.
actually my favorite genre.
Okay.
When I'm in the house, all I listen to is Afrobeats more than anything
Oh,
else.
nice.
I
That's
probably
still new
should
for
try
me too. Like I just got into that a few years ago, so
music.
I'm trying to know who all the top artists are and DJs and stuff like that. I come from a dancehall reggae, background slash hip hop, so I'm just interested in all the other genres of music, especially in
Oh,
Africa because that's where music come from.
yeah, yeah. No, Afrobeats. I think most of them they come from Nigeria.
Okay.
With Afrobeats, Nigerian artists are the best so far,
Hmm.
according to me. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And I read your bio. I see that you're a lawyer too, or were a lawyer.
Yeah.
You are.
I know. I'm a serious lawyer during the day
Mm,
and I'm a
okay.
crazy DJ, wild DJ at night. Yeah, we'll put it like that. Yeah, I am, even though I'm not practicing anymore, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not using the
Okay.
knowledge, the little knowledge that I have. Because with the record label and all of that,
Yeah, you need it.
there's a lot of contractual, issues that we deal with. So I am very strict when it comes to what I do in terms of contracts and doing things by the book, because a lot of artists suffer
Mm,
because they
true.
don't know anything about contracts and all of that. They get excited over production of music
Correct.
and just being known, not knowing how you need to layer your things properly for you to also be able to, to enjoy your music or whatever that it is that your music gives you. And prematurely so, I'm probably going to give you this scope. I'm going to be kind of like launching a consultancy firm,
Okay.
an entertainment consultancy firm, where I will be the go-to person to all the artists. When they have any problems, contractual problems, or they have any cases pending, or they want to sue, or they want reviews
Hmm.
in terms of contracts and advice as well, workshops. So I want to be that bridge between the actual law firms and the artists. Then, because if they're talking to me, I believe if I'm talking to an artist, I probably understand
Yeah,
them
because
more
you're actually
than
an
just
artist yourself slash producer, so you
exactly,
understand it on a different level. That's great. I
exactly.
mean, that's definitely needed in all genres of music. I'm glad you're able to, add that element, to what you're doing. Because even me as a DJ, there's a lot of stuff legally I don't know,
Yeah,
and a lot of artists that I've been meeting over the years, they don't understand that part. They only understand what you see on TV, the music video, all that stuff.
yeah.
But how do you get paid and all that stuff? It's good to teach. It's
Yeah,
needed.
that's true. So yeah, I'm working on having an NPO dealing with most of those issues. We run workshops so that
Hmm.
it doesn't even have to get to a point where we are only dealing with disputes. We just have to teach people around how to deal with these things, how to go about releasing songs and all of that. Because that's where most of the confusion starts from. We are not
Correct.
so clued up here as artists.
So tell me a little bit about the videos that you have out, the songs. How many, how they're doing.
So as we spoke about my first love, my very first baby, Emma Tangweni. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if you can pronounce that one.
No, I can't. I'm not even
Emma
gonna try.
Tangweni.
I'm not even gonna try. Not on
So
video.
okay, so with that song, it's a beautiful love song, and it's such a coincidence that we are having this conversation on the 2nd of Feb, which is the month of love, is
Oh
a lot
yes.
of people say. So Emma Tandweni is basically a song that I personally wrote. I have Noah is one of the best vocalists this side in South Africa on the vocals. And with the production at the time, I was helped by a guy called Mr. Brown and DJ Obster because I was starting off. They are also quite dope producers. So the song is basically about a girl, let's say about a girl like me, if I'm to make it simple. You know, where you are in a field or you are working in an environment where a lot of people would classify it as a bit out of the ordinary. You're working at night, you're a DJ, and they wouldn't necessarily expect you to have a normal life setup. So now I was just trying to portray to people that you can still be that housewife. You see my husband walking in from work, I'm ready to welcome him and then set him down. Just that the music video needs to be cut short. But obviously it means his supper, everything is ready for him. Whilst I'm talking and having conversation with him, I'm preparing for work. And he's actually chilled about it, of which a lot of men wouldn't really be okay with. And yeah, well, I come downstairs, I'm leaving him. He decides, okay, no, baby, you can go to your work. It's fine. I'll watch soccer and try to wait out for you. I get to my work, I become this diva. You know, it's a
Yeah.
transition being like your housewife material to being a diva. You get to work, you vibing, and then there's those hot guys that come around. As you saw, there's a hot guy that came to me trying to hit on me, but I'm not there. You know, I'm genuinely not there. I'm there for work, and then at the end of the day, I go back home to the men that I love. So the song is basically about telling your loved one that you love him. He matters that much, you know.
Okay.
I might be seeing all of these people, everything that the world has, beautiful things that the world offers. But at the end of the day, I'm grounded to you. So that's
It
the
sounds
whole
beautiful.
music. I'm very sentimental like that.
Yeah.
So that was my first single. My second single was called For Me, that I did with very young upcoming artists from Zimbabwe. They found me. I won't say I found them. He found me, and I don't know how we got to actually talk. And they were like, Zandi, there's something that we want you to listen to. You know, the moment I heard the beats, I was like, I'm coming down to Victoria Falls right now. I legit flew down and we went straight into studio. We worked on the song, and it's called For Me. It's also about, it's more like a continuation of
Okay.
Emma Tandy. You
Now is
know,
that the
now,
video where the guy's signing the contract?
yes, no, not the one signing the contract.
Okay.
The one where I'm at Victoria Falls,
Okay.
by the where there's a huge falls and stuff. So that's me missing my loved one, but now we are not clear whether I'm missing my loved one because he's dead or he traveled, or so I wanted to create that mystery.
Okay.
So I wanted people to have that mystery. So it's still a love song. I'm still talking about my love that I miss so much. And the one that you were talking about is my third single called Nifuna Wena with Nhlanhla Nisa. I'm not sure if you're aware of the group called Mafi Zolo, which is a very, it's been a very prestigious group of, they're a duo actually. They are more of your Afro pop type of singers. So the lady is a person that no one could have ever imagined singing an Amapiano song. So I was
That's
like,
big
can we
then.
try jump over and see if you can try and sing the, you know, people what they would call these days, what we would call Amapiano. It's to now, it's literally like the now music
Okay.
because
Yeah, it
it's so
seems that
young.
way when I listen to it. Yeah.
So I also took an Afrobeat singer, dancehall and Afrobeat singer from Zim, Natty O. The young man is going far as well. He's really, really doing the most. So I wanted to kind of put a bit of an Afrobeat sound, mix it up with the Amapiano and see what comes out. So that's what I basically did with the song. It's also a love song. So this is about a very corporate lady. This time around, it wasn't me.
Okay.
So I was just that friend who was always like watching out on my other friend, like, are you sure you're for this guy? Who was so corporate, signing an artist, and then she actually fell in love with the artist that she was signing.
That's why I kind of got out of it. I was trying to translate. I thank you for translating all this because I'm just like, what are they saying? Because I don't understand the words. There's
You
no
know, like
subtitles.
you are basically like a boss lady, and now you see this artist, and people would never ever picture probably a CEO of a company dating a woman for that matter. A man, yes, you'll probably get an artist dating, I think. So now that one is more of an empowerment song. We are basically saying to women, it's okay for you to also choose who you want. If you want
Okay.
a man with money, that's your choice. If you want a man who's probably not up to your standards, as the society would actually say it, it's your choice. So it's basically a love song that says love conquers all. And us as women, let's not be scared to choose who we want to be with.
Wow. That's a lot.
And my last song is a completely different song. My latest that I dropped in December. It's called on the 15th of December. It's called Umgqibelo.
And
Well,
what's
I
that
wouldn't
about?
even. Umgqibelo is it means Saturday. Umgqibelo
Uncombella?
is Saturday. Umgqibelo. Yeah, well, you're not
Close.
bad. Umgqibelo means Saturday. So that one was it was a tribute to my late friend, a very talented young man who was also an artist from Zim. He
Okay.
gifted me with that song in 2015. And I actually thought that was going to be my very first single to release. So what I did is I just had to remix it with a couple of artists, Xavier, who's a talented artist from the UK. Leon Lee also, who has one of the hit songs this side in South Africa, and myself on the vocals, something I never knew I could ever do. So we were actually trying to give people a hyped up song for December, the December mood. It's all about having fun on a Saturday, doing whatever, getting reckless, and all of that.
Wow, that's great. That is great. So let's talk a little bit about the tech. What type of equipment do you use?
I used CDJs. I am so strict on CDJs. I do not use monitor and laptop at all. A lot of people would ask me, why are you not moving with the times, Zandi? And I always tell them I like keeping myself very busy. I hate driving an automatic car. You get it. I hate driving an automatic car. Well, that I'm driving now because it's convenient only for traffic, but at the same time, I'm a person that wants to be very technical and very busy. I feel like it's easier to show more of your skill if you're really like on the CDJs using your USB, the hard work of scrolling through, trying to figure out which one is the next track.
Yeah.
And with the mixers, sometimes you get the troublesome mixers. Sometimes the channel is not working properly or you can't switch off the other channel. I love that drama. I'm just a person that genuinely loves drama.
Wow.
You're really like, wow.
Yeah, because I just got back into DJing. So when I left, I was using Denon. I forgot the one that I used. I think it's actually in one of your music videos. It was a silver Denon CD player. It felt like a turntable. I can't
Oh, the
remember.
turntables. Yes, it's the one. It's the one that I actually love using.
Yeah, so I was using that. Then since the pandemic, I got back into DJing 'cause I was bored in the house. Because normally I take pictures and do video.
Yeah.
There was no events to go to. So I was like, let me get back into DJing. So I bought the Pioneer, I think it was the SSR2. I'm sorry, everybody, about the
I
model
know the
number.
pioneers are the best.
Yeah.
They are actually the best. And people don't understand that shit is expensive.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. All this is expensive. Cameras, laptops, all that.
Right?
It's very expensive. But when I was watching you DJ, I see, like you said, you're not using laptops. So, like, when I was watching, I was like, wait a minute. Where's the music coming from? Where's the laptop? Because in New York, I'll just say the hip hop and reggae, most people, what I see, they're using laptops and
Laptops,
Pioneers.
yeah.
Like, that's the standard. Serato or Record Box, but mainly Serato. But then when I see you play and even other DJs in your genre, they're not using laptops. I guess there's a USB. They plug into the
Yeah, it's the
controller.
USB.
If it's a
Yeah,
controller
it's
or
the USB.
standalones.
Yeah. We actually plug in the USBs on our CDJs, on the turntables actually. I don't know. I still feel like, yeah, we do have DJs that use laptops,
Okay.
but a lot of us are still stuck on that USB era.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Pioneers. I see that's like the most popular controller
Especially,
or the CD player.
yes. Yeah.
So how does it work? Explain to me. if you could, how would you set up like for a party? Like you load up your music from the computer onto the flash drives?
So, with me, what I do is mostly during the week when I'm chilling at home,
Mm,
like on a day like today, I'll probably be just scrolling through looking for new music and stuff. But most of those days, I try to play most of my unreleased tracks, just to
okay.
try and figure out how the public is receiving them before I actually get to drop them. So what I do is I already have my USBs, different USBs with different folders. All I do is when there's a party or there's an event, I'm just carrying a small pouch, this tiny. The only thing that's big that I carry is the headphones. So I'm already prepared, but not necessarily that I'll know which set to throw in. I never prepare for my sets. I just collect my music and I'm just always ready with my music.
Okay, wow. I'm amazed. Now I like to talk with other people that's in the field on how they go about, setting up their equipment, setting up for their party.
No, other people are too dramatic, as I would say.
Hmm.
We've got dramatic people that will come with their own CDJ pack. Okay, I get it. It's good in terms of having your own controller. You don't have to experience a lot of technical problems.
Because you know
That's
how it
it's,
works.
yeah, you know how it works. It's yours. And also, most of the times they'll tell you a club or an event or a party will tell you, people that are organizing will tell you, no, everything is set. You get there, buttons are not working,
Yeah.
channels are working. You're like, but listen, because the downfall of that is that now you are playing and you are struggling. People don't know it's the
It's the
technical,
equipment.
right?
Yeah, the technical stuff.
Equipment. Yes, they think, "Ah, this girl can't play." But also with me, that's where I find the thrill. I don't
Oh,
know
you do?
why. It's actually dangerous to my career, but I love that thrill.
Yeah.
This other time I remember I got to a place, I couldn't cue a song in, so
Mm.
I had to use the next button, the next and the reverse button.
Yeah.
I was cueing with both, like reverse play.
That's
And
when you know you
some
got
DJ,
skills when you could do that.
I know it's experience. Hence, I've always told people I see DJs, someone coming out today and saying, "I'm a DJ. When did you start?" Blowing up. I started 6 months ago. No,
Takes
something's
time.
not. It takes time. DJing is a skill that you have to. I'm not perfect yet. Still, you learn as you go every day because it is so complex. There's a lot that is involved. So I got this guy saying, "You are the first lady that could probably manage this kind of a technical problem." I was like,
Hmm.
it's because I've done it for so many years, underground, not being known.
Yeah.
So I guess it's an advantage as well because I don't see myself carrying a controller to a club.
Nah, I
I
don't
want
see
to
it
carry
either.
my cute handbag and
Probably
wear
your
my heels.
assistant. Not the way you dress. I don't see you carrying any controller.
And the problem is that I don't move with guys, I move with ladies. So I don't see any of the girls carrying a whole case of
Hmm.
a controller system and CDJs, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's a no-no for me.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So let's
Yeah.
go to the producing side. How is that different for you from the DJing in terms of like the technical stuff? I'm assuming you're on a computer when you do this or instruments.
Yeah. Okay, so now what happens with the production side is that I have I have a guy called Choo Choo
Hmm.
that's working with me. I am still getting there in terms of being very technical because I am more of the ear than anything else. I am more of the no, 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 take it back, no, do this
Okay.
because that shit is exhausting. Let's be honest, it is exhausting.
Hmm.
It needs so much patience because you start this, you go back. No, it's not working. No, let's move the beat at least a bit. Let's do this. So I'm always sitting next to him and I'm more of the vocal coach.
Okay.
I'm more of the writer. I'm more of the mixing partner. Like, okay, let's mix this and that. But I won't take much credit when it comes to me actually being the technical person in studio. No, my ears are technical. Um, what can I even say?
Your ears
Technical
do the
person.
job when
They
it
do
comes
the
to
job.
producing. Okay, that's good. I never really got into that part of it. That's when I
Mhm.
switched more into photography and now television production. So I
Nice.
understand producing when it comes to TV, but not when it comes to music. But what I'm learning,
Music.
everything
Yeah.
connects. Because when I do television work, you need music.
Yeah.
And then the music may be too loud, then you gotta lower it by a certain amount of decimals, and you want the music to blend with the video. So my skills from
Yeah.
a DJ is going into my television work, you know,
Yeah.
and now with the
Yeah.
radio station, WGJS, it's a whole new thing I'm learning because I'm not familiar with how radio works. I'm learning about clocks and
Yeah.
scheduling the music and certain tempos of music. So with the scheduling of music, it's more like Microsoft Excel than actually DJ. I'm like, I want to play music, but here you're looking at spreadsheets and what time the music is going to play. I'm like, oh, this is kind of boring, but it's fun when you actually schedule it and you can say, oh, this song is coming on at 1 a.m. and 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, then a commercial is going to play. That part is cool. I enjoy
Yeah.
that.
And I guess also you might actually think it's fun, but already I'm like, yo, that's a lot of work. It's so exhausting.
Well, what you do is
Hence,
a
I
lot of
always
work
say,
too.
yeah, hence I always say, it's easier to do something that you genuinely love because then it doesn't feel like work. It feels like, something that it feels like a hobby. It's
Correct.
fulfilling, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Because sometimes like 6 hours go by. I'm like, oh wow, it's already 6 hours. I've been doing this.
Producer story. You start at 7 p.m. Next thing it's 5 a.m. You're like,
Exactly.
what?
You're
And
right.
you're still on the same song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when's your next party?
Ooh. Okay, so on Friday, the 4th is on Friday. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually playing at a friend's party, birthday
Okay.
party. It's here in Joburg, Johannesburg, in South Africa. On Saturday, nothing confirmed, but on Sunday, also in Pretoria, I have a friend who also has a birthday party at a club, so I'm also part of the lineup. And I'm throwing a festival in Zim.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
announcing this for the first time. Boo, 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 boo,
Okay.
boo. You saw
I wish I had my sound
my
effects here.
Zandi, Zandimaz hashtag We Move Festival.
Okay.
So this is basically like my homecoming party, very first ever in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, on the 20th of February because it's a love month and because I'm a love producer and I'm just that love DJ. So I am going to be taking one of the biggest artists from South Africa right now,
And who's
who's
that?
called Young Stunner.
Say that again.
Young Stunner.
Okay.
He's a great vocalist. He's got dope songs. He's actually one of the biggest artists in the country now in South Africa. I'm taking him with to Zim, and I'm going to also be having Natty O, who's probably one of the biggest artists in Zim at the moment,
Mm.
and also a whole lineup of local DJs from Bulawayo. I will have to. I haven't really decided on who exactly, but there's a lot of talent there. So this is literally like very first annual homecoming, me to my people saying, you know what, let's have fun.
Okay.
So the reason being, I'm celebrating my double platinum for Emma Tandweni.
Another clap, double platinum. Okay. I may have to lower the levels in this. It's
I
peaking.
know, right? First time song, literally double platinum. I'm like, wow.
That is
We know
another
a
big
lot of
thing.
singers. Yes, it's a big thing, and yeah, I'll probably get the platinum presentation done on the event, and also 4 nominations for Zimbabwe Music Awards. Hopefully, I'll scoop one on the 19th. That's the day before the event in Harare.
I need sound effects. I wasn't prepared with. Should have sound effects. Exactly.
Yes. So yeah, there's a lot to celebrate, man. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'll probably drop 2 tracks before I even go, just for control.
Now, these locations, these places you're talking about, is that like considered the city? Because I don't know anything about out there, so
Sorry. Okay, so Harare is the capital city of Zimbabwe,
Okay.
and Bulawayo is the second capital city. Well, second biggest city in Zim,
Hmm.
and then in South Africa, when I'm saying Pretoria, Pretoria is the capital city where I'm staying.
Okay. All right.
It's basically the capital city of South Africa. Johannesburg is the biggest.
Yeah, I know. I heard of
Um,
that.
yeah,
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, what other information you like to give my audience? Because we do a lot of tech here at Tech Talk with Swift. I'm glad I brought you on to talk about the DJ side and the producing side. Um,
yeah,
this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for technology, software to do interviews
yeah.
remote. We're not even in the same country, so I'm always
Imagine.
amazed with stuff like this. You know, yeah,
Yeah, well, I guess you are talking about, okay, we can talk about everything being about technical stuff and all of that in terms of music production and playing.
mm,
But because I'm a very sentimental person, what I always say is that it all begins in here.
in the heart.
You can have one person who's very fast and very skilled when it comes to hands, but I will always go for the person that feels it from within. Everything else that you need to do, that you do when it comes to music, you need to actually feel it within you first. It needs to be in you. Hence, we find I am not so amused. I don't get taken about by a lot of artists that are out there. All of a sudden, no, I'm releasing a song. I'm releasing. Everyone is releasing a song lately. But listen, it'll never be the same. People never receive the music the same because it has to come from somewhere where people can actually relate with. It has
That's
to
true.
be something that is authentic. It has to have meaning to it. It has to have it has to move from a certain place. Hence, R&B used to be one of the biggest, most dominant genre because
Yeah,
most of those people
correct.
were writing songs from what they feel or what they go through. So Amapiano, being a dance genre, it's okay for that moment, but we also have those Amapiano songs that let me make an example.
Yes, please do.
There is DJ Maporisa and Kabza. They released one of my favorite songs that I think that's 2000 and 2020 or 2019 song. Ngikolele. Like Hello, it's called Hello. That song is the melody is deep. Whoever wrote that song wrote it from their heart. They legit dropped the video a few weeks ago,
Hmm.
and that's a very old song. And the way people received it was amazing. People
Yeah,
drop videos every day of songs that they probably would have released months before or weeks before, and we just look at them like, okay, sure, okay, that's fine. it's Then it takes me back to that thing of you need to take it out from your heart, from a place, sometimes use situations even if it's not yours, so that music can then still have that thing of communication between people. I've always said music should be a way of communicating or a way of people coming together. With
yes, yes.
lockdown, with me, and that time when I released my song, Emma Tandweni, it was lockdown. I was in a dark place. And I would love to believe I was not the only one in a dark place because everything had stopped. I
Yeah,
couldn't see my
correct.
family. I couldn't be with my child. She was in Zim. I couldn't go to work. Like, it was at a point where everyone would be asking themselves, what's going on? And we don't know what tomorrow holds at that
Yeah, no
time.
one knew what we were gonna do, where we are gonna go.
Exactly. Exactly. And I actually thought to myself, let me think of one thing that people can actually try and hold on to right now. It's
Mm,
either hope or love, because those things cannot be taken away from anyone. You can't lock down love. And I
correct.
think that's why people felt that the song more, because it was something that was very personal and authentic.
And it lives on. Like it's not a song that's just gonna like fade away. It lasts for
They want,
years.
definitely. Yes, yes.
Hmm. That's good. You know, I'm glad you're doing music like that.
Yeah, I know some of us, we need to still kind of, keep and preserve. Rather, I think preserve is the right word to use. Preserve
Yes.
the authenticity of music. Yeah.
So tell my audience how they can find you.
Okay, so if you want to find your girl, DJ Zandimaz, finish. That's my tagline.
Okay.
You go to my Instagram, it's at Zandimaz, Twitter, DJ underscore Zandimaz, Facebook at Zandimaz. As for WhatsApp, 074 it's Zandimaz. So,
Okay.
yeah, so don't you ever wonder what the tag I finish means?
Yes.
So I finish was basically something we just when we're in studio we're like, okay, Zandi, what is it that you say the most? What is it that people can affiliate with you
Mm.
or associate with you rather? And all the time when someone says something, whether if it's crazy, I'm like finish. If it's funny, I'm like finish. If it's
Need no
exhausting,
more. That's
like
it.
finish. So so we're like, okay, to put it in a musical way, let's drag that and say finish. So once you hear that finish, you must know the beat is coming hard. We
Mm.
are not about to play, we're going down. So that's where it comes from. I get a lot of people saying, feel it. Others are like, Phoenix. I'm like, no, finish.
Finish like done.
Done. It's after this, I am killing you now. It's
Okay.
done.
It's almost like a sound clash in dancehall. Like a clash.
Yeah. So I think I should try and produce one dancehall song and one Afrobeat just for fun,
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, something
right?
different. You heard it here
And
first,
probably
everyone.
sing it too.
That'd be great if you could do that. And well, I know you could do that. Let
No,
me
I
know when that
can't.
drops.
Music is music. I always say music is music. Good music is good music.
Hmm.
I'm not limiting myself only to Amapiano.
Okay.
Hence, the last single that I released was a gom. It's a gom track, and gom is also another genre that's side in South Africa.
Say that again. What's the name of that?
It's called a gom track. Gom track.
Mm.
Umgqibelo is a gom genre. It's very drummy, hectic.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have to send me some of that. I gotta listen to it.
definitely. Even on YouTube, it's there.
Well, I don't know what, like, you was telling me, like, what's the good songs to check out, you know,
Just like if you check out every song that has
every
Zandimaz
song.
on it.
Okay.
Every song that has Zandimaz on it is a good song. But I'll definitely give you most of my exclusives as well. I'm
Mm.
sure you'd love them.
Okay, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So I thank you for joining us on this episode of Tech Talk with Swift. It was amazing. You know,
Thank you so much.
all right.
I think I just realized I've been talking for the last hour.
Well, that's good. That's what we
Non-stop.
want. That means we could have a part 2 and 3.
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You know, I wish I was able
I'm
to go
ready.
out there, go to one of your parties, because just looking at the videos, I was like, I wish I was here.
I'm a totally different person when I'm live on stage, eh?
Yeah, I see.
I don't know what comes over me. I just become this person. I think it's the love of what I do as well. It's a party. The
Hmm.
moment I press that button play, you know it's about to get lit. So you
Yeah,
should come. I'll invite you down to South Africa one of those days
definitely,
to be the
definitely.
photographer of the night.
Okay. I can take pictures
If you
too.
have
Thank you for joining us. Another episode of Tech Talk with Swift. I'll see you all next time.
Make sure to download the WGJS radio app from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store.